Hi, what's up guys? So this is gonna be a quick little episode. I just wanted to reveal to you guys that I finally got my TRD Pro Tundra. So we're gonna do a little bit of a walk around on it. So this is it. 2022 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro with the tow package. So I have the tow mirrors. So backstory on this one, right when they came out, right when I first saw the first released photos of the new Tundras, I was not a big fan of how they looked. Like, if I'm gonna be completely honest, when I first saw the first rendered, or actually no, the first spy shots of what they looked like, I was not a big fan of it at all. But that was before they even released any type of TRD Pro. So once they actually officially released the new Tundra, they also released what the TRD Pro would look like. And that is when I absolutely fell in love with it. I went crazy when I figured out that they were gonna do a hybrid powertrain as an option for some of them, and the Pro being only optioned with the hybrid. That was literally, in my opinion, the best thing that they could have done besides put a diesel in it. And I was all for the hybrid system. So pretty much then at that point, I had my 2015 Tundra that you guys have seen in maybe one or two videos on the channel, and this was back in height of COVID, when used car prices were astronomically high, and I was able to sell my old Tundra for $500 less than I bought it 4 years earlier and 50,000 miles less. So it was a no-brainer to get rid of that truck and then put an order in for this thing. So that's what I did. I sold my old truck. I drove the ISF for a year, almost exactly, waiting for this thing, because it took literally only a couple days less than a year to get this truck. Which, now having it, it was definitely worth the wait. Would I want to wait that long again for a car? Especially a vehicle that I actually desperately needed? Probably not. But now that I have it, it's definitely worth the wait. But so I'm gonna just do a little walk around quick, and then I'll show you the inside. So my two color options that I wanted was either white or the Lunar Rock, and I'm happy that I was actually able to choose from two different Pros, one being a Lunar Rock and one being this white one. But the Lunar Rock didn't have the tow package. So I really wanted the tow package just because my enclosed trailer. I knew it would be easier obviously with tow mirrors compared to the regular mirrors. So I got the white one, which both of them had the optioned red interior. So I'll show you the inside. At first I thought the red was gonna be a little bit much, but it's actually not too bad. You guys might think that if you guys are first seeing it now that the red might be a little much, but it's actually not bad. I really like the contrast of all the black with the red on the inside, like the Toyota having the red backing on it. It's good. I like it. The screen is absolutely massive, super easy to use, super easy to obviously see, but I really like it. It's really nice. The back seats, I have it in dog mode for my two dogs, so I just have a nice gray seat cover. This actually, I think this helps a lot with getting rid of a lot of the red on the interior, because obviously the whole back seat is red as well. So having that gray back here kind of splits up the red. And then besides that, all of the factory options that I got was a factory dash cam. I was able to get the rock sliders, not just the regular side steps. So these are actually bolted to the frame, which is super nice. They're actually a true rock slider. So I got the dash cam, rock sliders. In the center console is a safe, so I got that. I optioned a tonneau cover. This time I got a hard one. When my last truck I had a soft tonneau cover. And then the other thing that I got was this side step, just like I had in my last Tundra. But besides that, everything else came stock. So I really this is what I like the most. The triple clearance lights right here, but I really like the fender ones. And then there's a light that's about right here. Here, I'll try and turn them on. I really like the lighting on this truck. And then when every time I power it up, it's all digital. That was the dash cam right there. It has the digital mirror. There's a big screen. I'll try and turn the lights on. So yeah, so you see that light is on, and then I have a side light right here, and then the 3 lights that are right there. So I really like the back end with the lighting, but the front, I'm not a big fan of, like, you know, I'm not a big fan of the clearance lights in the grill, just because everybody and their like grandpa has a work truck that has what they consider Raptor lights in the grill, so I'm not a big fan of that. Like, at least it came factory, but I mean, I don't want to be one of those guys that it looks like I threw it in aftermarket. But the only thing that does help me is that I have the actual clearance lights for the fenders as well. But it's super nice. Like, I absolutely love driving this at night, and even at night in the rain, it's super easy to drive, it's super easy to see. So that's definitely a plus with all the LED headlights and stuff. So the only things that I have actually done myself to this was that I've added the AFE tow hooks down here at the bottom, because Toyota, I don't understand why, from the factory, just gave this truck 0 tow points. So you can see underneath, you could also see the TRD sway bar, the Fox shocks, TRD skid plate, and then now the new red AFE tow hooks. So I don't understand why Toyota didn't put tow hooks in, but I finally have some now. Then I did just like I did with my last truck, except it was in the back. I did the American flag Tundra logo right here. I got the little added step protection. There's just like a kind of like a grip tape material, so just so you don't scratch the paint coming when you're going in and out of it. I got the same ones for the rear. They're a little bit longer. And then what else? Oh, and then underneath I got the Taco Tunes cat shield / skid plate to protect the cats from being stolen. I got the nice black TRD exhaust, which sounds pretty decent, which here, I'll actually turn it on. Try and turn it on right now for you. So I mean, it's decently loud. I definitely wouldn't want it any louder than stock, but it's not bad for just being a stock exhaust. That's not bad. I don't mind it being that sound level. The wheels at first, when I first saw like the pictures of the wheels, I wasn't a huge fan of them, but in person they look a whole lot better. They also are BBS forged, and they're Pro specific wheels. And then this is the thing. Let me shut it off. This is the one big thing that, well, besides the no tow hooks, that it was kind of a come on Toyota like moment. So in all of their marketing for this truck, they've said truck comes with 33s, 33-inch tires, like, you know, first Pro or first Tundra with 33s on it, all that stuff. The tire size that this is a 285/65/18. If you do the calculator to go to standard size, this is a 32.6. It's not a 33. All they did, they drastically rounded up to a 33 instead of just saying it's a 32.5, because it's pretty much 32.5. I can put this tire up to an actual 33, and it's fairly significantly smaller. Not only that, but these are P-rated tires for passenger, not LT for light truck. So the tread on these are super shallow. My youngest brother's Jeep Gladiator Rubicon has 33s and has the Falcon Wild Peak Mud Terrain LT, and he has 25,000 miles on his truck. Tires are about half worn. We put his truck right next to mine to match tires, and I have the same amount of tread with this. At the time I had 1,000 miles on it. I had the same amount of tread at 1,000 miles versus his mud terrains, the LT version, with 25,000 miles on them. Same tread depth. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. How can you have this off-road truck, this literally pretty much purpose-built, highest off-road trim you can get truck, with one, no tow hooks, and then two, 32 and a half, 33-inch tires with a little bit of tread on them. Like, obviously, it's as easy as just buying new tires, but I mean, I paid a lot of money for this truck, and I have what I would consider half-worn tires. So, like I said before, I absolutely love this truck. Those two things, the tow hooks and the tires, wasn't a deal breaker for me, obviously, because I still have it. But it's just one of those things that's like, come on, you kind of, Toyota and Lexus, obviously being the same company, have always done this. They've made, in concept, a really, really good vehicle, and then they always short straw it in one or two different areas, and I'd say those two are the two areas. But for the engine, the hybrid system, I absolutely love the hybrid system. I could be cruising at like 40 miles an hour or 50 miles an hour. If I'm really, really light on the throttle, it'll just kick the engine off and it'll just run the EV mode, which is really cool. On some trips, like if I'm coming down from the shop to back home, it's a lot of like higher speed main roads, so I can get 20 to 24 miles per gallon going on there. Highways, when it starts dropping, just because the wind starts fighting against the squareness of the truck. So I've seen, like, if I'm going about 80, I'll get 15-ish miles per gallon. If I'm going 65 to 70, like when I drive to Vermont, I'll keep the cruise control at like 72, and I'll get about 18 to 19 miles per gallon, which still, my last truck, my last 5.7 Tundra, it got 12. So, I mean, 15 is even good compared to that. So, I'm happy that just around town driving, I could get into the 20s. And then highway driving up to Vermont, it's still about 18. So, overall, my average miles per gallon right now that the computer shows is about 18. So, I'm very satisfied with that. So, besides those couple little mods that I did, I'm gonna have a video coming up soon of some more extensive mods to the engine, well, to the engine bay that we're gonna get done. So I wanted to get this video out first to introduce the truck, and then after that, a couple days later, I'll put up the engine modification video. Like I said, I was gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm not a car reviewer. You could just search on YouTube 22 TRD Pro, and I'm sure you'll find a handful of review videos. But that'll be it for this video. So thanks so much for watching. Give me a subscribe, a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.